Hello all and welcome to How to Build a Hacksaw with Slim Jim. First step will be to lay out all the squares and corners that can be laid down before moving on to the more complex parts. A hacksaw requires something called cursed corners in order to be built. It will feature 3 anti-tank garrisons when completed. At this point, we have the first of the 3 sections done and are adding the wing which can reside on either side or both. You can also make a handsaw which only features 2 anti-tank garrisons by just cutting off the 3rd section, but that would be a separate video if desired. All in all, hacksaws are fairly easy to make as long as the terrain you are in does not fight you too much. The machine gun garrisons cannot be added just yet, but you'll see that in a bit. The rear squares of the sections can be turned into either ramps or howitzers, but be careful not to have too many howitzers on one bunker. 2 at the most is advised. We now have all 3 sections done and are adding the wing to the other side. Now to place the anti-tank garrisons that we did not place earlier. The 4 machine gun garrisons now need to be placed in these empty spaces. However, as you can see, the game would not let us do that. To get around this, we need to create what is called cursed corners. First, get these corners out of the way. Now place the square. You can see that even though we got rid of one corner, we still can't place this square. The middle 2 machine gun garrisons need both of the corners to be removed before the square can be placed. We will mirror that on the other square, then do the same on the wing that we did on the first wing. At this point, all 4 squares, and only these, need to be dug out. For that reason, it is great to have comrades to call on for help, as this can be quite time-consuming, as you can see. However, doing so is what will allow the missing corners to be placed back in and form the full bunker. And here it is important to say and remind you all that location is also a very important factor when you start building anything really, fortifications or facility. Yes, some tricks will help you out in dealing with messy terrain, but in the most cases, choosing the right location will save you a ton of headaches later on. With that done, it is almost there. Now to remove the corners or square directly behind the dug-up machine gun garrison. This is because the game will still not let us put the corner in place just yet, as the machine gun garrison square is in the way. Go around and get rid of all these squares. Remember, just the 4 squares or corners directly behind the machine gun garrisons. Now that the corner is out of the way, we still can place it. Why? Because the machine gun garrison is still in the way. This is where cursed corners comes into play. Using your shovel, upgrade the square to a corner with the open end of the corner facing the corner you want to place. This will allow the corner to fit into place, as the square is now gone and the corner allows for a smaller hitbox. Now we can't put our corner back in until the blueprint goes away. It will, however, disappear after just a few seconds. If you need more time after creating the blueprinted corner, you can use a hammer and tap the corner with one beam-mat. This does, however, mean you will need to shoot the blueprint when you are done, though. Now repeat this process for the remaining corners that are missing. Face the open end of the blueprint at the corner you wish to place, then, before the blueprint expires, place your corner down. The center machine gun garrisons will need this done twice to place both corners, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. You can use Shift to line up the corner or square without snapping getting in your way. Now to dig, and dig some more. After that, Tier 2 and upgrade all of your bunkers accordingly. The default layout is that the front three become anti-tank garrisons, and every other garrison becomes a machine gun garrison. This will vary depending on your scenario, though. It is all up to you to decide which layout fits you the best. Lastly, as mentioned earlier, the squares can be howitzers or ramps, but depending on terrain you may not have room for a square. You can always make a corner instead. And that puts us at the end of this building tutorial. This is just one of the ways you can do many things in this game. Always ask questions, always be curious. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Ask them, or you will learn nothing. We are in this regiment together. We fight together. We build together. We screw together. Have a good day.